There are supplementary elections being held by Independent National Electoral Commission across 24 states of the Federation today, including in Adamawa State, where Arise correspondent Mary Chinda is waiting to give us an update. Good morning, Mary. What's happening where you are at the moment?
Good afternoon. We are currently in Yola North, of course, Yola, the state capital for Adamawa State, where voting is already on the way here for the governorship election. We had been to, there are 3 polling units in Yola North where this voting is taking place. We had been to Jambutu earlier, and now we are in Ajia Ward, Unit 004. Where as early as 8:30 a.m. accreditation using the beavers had actually started, and of course voting is still on the way here. A total number of 751 accredited voters are actually using this particular polling unit to ensure that they get to perform their civic responsibility of deciding who the next governor-elect for Adamawa State would be.
All right, Mary, as you can actually see, voting is actually on the way. Talk to us. Hope we've not experienced any kind of hitch or any kind of delays or any kind of constraints like we saw during the general elections. How is the process going?
It's been relatively very peaceful, I must say, in Yola, the state capital here. There's been, there's been relative peace, and I must say that INEC should also be getting some thumbs up because they showed up early, and of course the exercise has started off early, and this is the reason that 751 persons who are expected here are going to be having a quick one today. I've spoken to a couple of voters who have cast their votes, and they tell me that the process is actually seamless. I'm also going to be quickly talking to one of the voters who has cast her vote. Now tell me, how would you describe the process?
The process is good. We thank God for the election. We are thanking God for the success of election.
Okay, so did you have a problem with the beavers, the accreditation?
We don't have problem. We thank God for the success of the election, so we thank God, and then we are appreciating to all INEC to support our pool unit 004. So we thank God for the election, no problem, no any problem, then we thank God.
All right, thank you so much. She's not the only voter that I had to speak with off camera. I also have another voter. So could you tell me, what was the process like? What has the process been? I understand that you've actually cast your vote, but how would you describe the process?
It's perfect. The process is good.
When you say perfect, how do you mean?
I mean, it is beyond the expectation of we, because what we thought was that what happened last time will repeat itself, but today we thank God Almighty that everything went out normal.
When you say what happened the last time, how do you mean?
You know better than me that this particular unit was cancelled because of our voting, because we could not conduct ourselves well as at last 2 weeks back. But today, everybody knows his role, and we are doing the game according to the rules of the game.
All right, well, right from the mouth of voters right here. One of the things that you would say has characterized this election is that it's generally peaceful. The people have turned out en masse to vote. Now, at the other polling units where we visited, the Damsawa, Jambutu area, we're expecting, or over 750 voters were expected there, and a handful of them had turned out while we were right there. And of course, at this particular polling unit, 751 accredited voters are expected. And if you've been here since 8:30 when the accreditation exercise and voting started in earnest, you find it that hundreds of people have been trooping out here to ensure that they are part of the process of electing a new governor-elect. Now I tell you, there's actually been a handful of election observers who have actually showed up here, and I'm just being joined by one of the election observers who shares his thoughts about observing the election in several parts of the state. Notice 20 local government areas out of 20 2021, and this is Yola North local government area. So tell me, you are an election observer. Now, what are your thoughts about what you've observed with the elections in Adamawa State? It's a supplementary election.
Yeah, it's a supplementary election. Just like you say, we are from AGED, International Observer, meaning Africa Global Empowerment and Developmental Network. So we are here to observe the conduct of the election of 2023 supplementary election.